What's going on? It's your boy CJ with the first, entertainment topic. Hopefully, we get some movie reviews going for everybody as well. Click the link and you could subscribe to the page. Give new content. We do sports too. But today, let's talk about Ti saying that he created trap music. And it's a debate. I mean, who has the official timeline? Basically he said it was Outkast and before and crunk music. That was the genre inside rap. In my opinion, rap has different genres inside of it. You had dudes that was like Hammer, that was dancing, that was entertainment type rappers. If you consider Hammer a rapper, he was a dancer, get people in the move. You had gangster rap that was ushered in by Cube and NWA. Was a genre talking about being gangster, and then you had that straight New York sound. In the '90s as well. That was just like Wu-Tang was just raw, just real. They wouldn't consider themselves gangster rap, but it was more street rap. And the early 2000s, it was trap music. That's what the sound was. Ti, was the first out of the trap music guys to actually really do a major release of an album. Now people can go and say, these underground guys, paved the way for the trap music, but it wasn't trap music. Somebody was telling me, yeah, what about UGK? UGK was more of a Southern culture type of music to let people know what the South was about. They wasn't trap music. It was more of a pimping type of music, player type of music, but it wasn't trap music. It's no diss to them, but it wasn't. Trap music was the sound, was the beat, the sound of the rapper talking about, hustling. It was similar to, but it was strictly about hustling. Hustling drugs, the jewelry. This kind of pretty much same shit that people was rapping about, but it was just the way the delivery was. It was different. It really galvanized, the industry. A lot of people, never glamorized, dope, and they really took it to another level. You had people rapping about being gangsters and selling dope like Scarface. You had that. But the sound, the way they delivered it, made it trap music. And, when I'm serious, when he came out with that, it didn't do so well. It didn't, but it was a straight raw T.I. Southern music CD. He was sounding so country on there that I think it turned a lot of people off. Then he came out, I believe, with trap music, and that sound was right in that. Even when I'm serious, I think that was the groundwork for that sound. And I think you can consider, that he did create it in terms of the word and the music. But when you think about trap music, I don't think T.I., especially with the growth and the commercial appeal over the years that he has, is not the poster guy for trap music. I think you look to the right of that picture, most people will consider Jeezy and Gucci Mane the poster boy for trap music. Not saying it's true, not saying it's here to debate or argue with me, but I think a lot of people of that hustler trap music, consider those guys the face of the trap music. And the reason I say that was because, T.I. mainly did, LPs and albums, whatever you want to call them. Jeezy and Gucci, before they came major, or before Gucci even did consider doing major albums off a major distributor, these guys were pumping the street with like raw gutter trap music, and it really grew off of that, and they're really responsible for the popularity of it, especially Jeezy in particular, because with the mixtapes he actually delivered on like major albums. His mixtapes was raw, but his major albums was a little bit smoothed out to make it that play on the radio and the commercial appeal. As far as Gucci, he was more of a pump in the streets with undergrounds and staying independent and just getting his money off his mixtape and doing shows. you know. But when he did cross over and do albums, they never hit the plateau that Jeezy albums did, or a Ross album did, or a T.I. album did, you know. But he's responsible for that type of genre. Like they're the face of it. Like T.I., you can say he created it, but I don't think he's the poster child for it. I think those two pretty much are the poster child. Now I think Rick Ross is the bridge between him and T.I. is the bridge between them being more commercial and them be able to sell more records with it. They were more versatile with it. It was trap music, but those guys were able to go ahead and jump on a track with an R&B artist and do something else. They were more versatile. Their whole persona in music wasn't just based off of trap. You know, they didn't have that trap gutter sound like Jeezy did. They had to evolve like Jeezy and Gucci. Now they're able to do other features and evolve, and it sounds good. But with Ross and T.I., they was always able to jump on another track. And pretty much they had, how can I say it? They had, like, basically like I said, they had more commercial appeal, you know? You know, with Ross' album, yeah, he talked trap and selling dope. I don't know these niggas' track record, so, I mean, a lot of people don't say it. They're talking about because it's known fact that, you know, Ross was a correctional officer, but, you know, they embrace these other guys who ain't never sell dope or exaggerated about selling dope, but like I said, that's another argument for another day. But Ross made quality music. They were more lyrical. Him and T.I., to me, were more lyrical coming out the gate. They were more flexible. There was more mass appeal. They had the commercial the commercial crowd, and they had the streets. That's how their albums was really much, you know, balanced. You know, and it really, you know, everybody was able to come together and love their album. The street guys and the hustlers, everybody can feel what they was rapping about. And Ross had trap production, but he also had good soulful music production, especially by the Justice League. And you could throw a guy like Yo Gotti in there as well. You know, a guy that's just been consistent from, you know, 08 all the way up to now to be consistent. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't, you know, they tell me, I don't like Yo Gotti, I don't like that. You know, but he's consistent. Every time he drops something or a song for years, he's been on the scene with good hit songs and good commercial music and good street music. You know, he's been a guy that was dropping underground street gutter music. Now he's able to do going down in the DMs, doing some features, and you know, do some commercial appeal. Now he grew. You could throw Boosie in there, Webby, and that kind of in that genre as well. But you could say T.I. created it, but he wasn't the poster boy for it. I think you look at Jeezy, Gucci, Rick Ross, you know, Jeezy and Gucci in particular, they really ushered it in. But we gone.